Star Wars Part 2 is officially here, with hover vehicles, brand new lightsabers, and even new enemies. So let's cover everything new about today's update. The patch notes are coming directly from my brand new website, OdysseyWiki.com, which you guys should all check out, and I'll tell you more about later. To summarize the extremely long patch notes that we received, Mando and Grogu are visiting our villages today. However, they only will visit player-built villages. So if you go to the Star Wars island and you check that village, or you're still at your monastery, you will not find them there. They will only be at player-built villages. And that's because you can recruit them as permanent villagers during their stay. If you don't recruit them before the next LEGO Fortnite update on June 6th, they will leave your world for good. They are very important during this update because they're what's going to help you get 6 hovering vehicle blueprints as well as 4 guided builds inspired by Tatooine's iconic spaceport. We also have brand new hover bricks, which was something that was teased to us 2 weeks ago. However, in game they are so much cooler. I'll talk about these more after I build one of the hover brick vehicles that we received for free. There's a brand new lightsaber overhaul that dropped inside of the update as well, with 3 brand new blade colors being white, yellow, and purple, which join our blue, green, and red variants from prior. However, those lightsabers are not done for. They will just convert into 4-star or uncommon variants of those weapons. We can create our own lightsabers now using the brand new resource Kyber crystals, which are going to allow us to change the color or create whichever color lightsaber that we would like. We can now arm our allies with the lightsabers, so bringing around NPC villagers are able to give them lightsabers to fight along with you. There's brand new enemies and creatures, starting with the Porg, which I covered 2 weeks ago, the Bantha, the Nexo, the Ranko. These enemies are going to roam the mainland for the duration of this Star Wars event, but will still be permanent home on the Star Wars island. Starting off with the brand new update screen upon loading in, what you guys are going to see is exactly how to get started when it comes to this. They mention that they're leaving on June 6th and that you do need to meet them at a regular village that you already own. To really get us started with the brand new Star Wars content, we have a new limited time event for this week, which is going to be boosted Plastoid, Durasteel, and Scrap Durasteel drops from Star Wars creatures and chests, or from digging on Star Wars Island. We also have our special visitor visiting us today, which happens to be Rufus, which is either garbage or something nice. I'll let you guys be the judge of today, as we received 30 copper. It's time to get started by speaking to Mando and Grogu, and in doing this, he's going to tell you all about the storyline for the remainder of this month, as well as how everything's going to work with your journal, the brand new tome books, and how to unlock the brand new decor and builds. When it comes to the actual storyline in Star Wars, he gives tasks, or he gives bounties, and you need to complete these to earn yourself rewards. It's going to work the exact same way here in game. We need to complete journal entries from him each week, and that will give us brand new vehicles and brand new builds. Starts us off extremely easy. All that we need to do is catch 5 fish for Grogu, which in the show he eats frogs, but we'll take fish for now. You just want to catch 5 of these. Take any bait bucket, take any fishing rod, and just collect 5 of any fish in water surrounding you. And now that we have that done, we receive our reward from doing that journal, which just so happens to be another tome book, which is going to give us our vehicle and our build for this week. You'll see that your journal so far is complete, but it's going to be updated next week. It's not bugged. If you completed both journal entries, you won't be able to speak to Mando, and that's because we don't have the new ones yet. In the meantime, you can open up the brand new build tomes. It's going to unlock you the hover hover brick as well as a hover vehicle. You also unlock a brand new building, so we do still get that one free hover vehicle this week as well as a brand new free building. We also have brand new animals called banthas. Now these are going to replace the sheep that are inside of your world. Well, not replace them, but they're going to take their position as far as giving you heavy wool. You guys can put them inside of your barn so that they do stay with you forever. They're on your mainland now, but they will go right back to Star Wars Island when this event ends. Looking in the sky will also show you the twin suns, Tatooine style. The moon has been replaced by the Death Star looming ominously above, and you can keep your eyes peeled for X-Wing flyovers zooming across the sky. A lot of people are going to wonder, how do we make the brand new lightsabers? Walk up to your Rebel workbench and you'll see that there's a brand new section to create lightsabers here. We have legendary, rare, and uncommon. But we need to talk about how we're going to find all of these because that's probably the most important part. What my Discord server and I found is that if you defeat the brand new Star Wars enemies, you have pretty solid drops when it comes to finding the brand new crystals. Not every single time, but a lot of the time I get myself an uncommon or a rare Kyro crystal. Now, you're going to be able to find these all over the Frostlands and Dry Valley. I'm not entirely sure if they do spawn inside of the Grasslands, but you have two new enemies. The brute that you just saw me fight, as well as this brand new wolf type of enemy. The wolf is significantly weaker and really doesn't drop you too many of those Kyro crystals. I would try to stick to the more difficult enemies as that's where I'm finding the crystals a little bit more consistently. You could also just clear out Star Wars caves and the enemies that are in there. It's difficult to say if they've refreshed these or not. Some people are claiming that they are, some people are claiming that they're not. It's difficult to judge what's true and what's not. However, in my world, I never did the Star Wars on my latest expert mode world, which means that I was able to go through here and defeating enemies, opening up the chest, and then getting to the very end of it is going to give me at least one lightsaber and crystals throughout. If you don't defeat the Empire leader when you go down here, he's going to call in reinforcements, which means he's going to call for more enemies to spawn, and when they do, that's just more odds and more chance for you to unlock even more of the crystals. So don't defeat the enemies in here too quickly. Your weapons and your charms should be strong enough to take them down pretty easily, so just wait until they spawn even more of them and then defeat them in hopes that you're going to get more crystals. You'll also have these red Star Wars chests around your mainland and the Star Wars Island. Be careful as they do spawn in enemies, but you also have a chance of getting crystals from these. It's all just extreme luck, whether you guys are going through here and just checking the chest or opening up the one at the very end of the Star Wars cave, you're going to get lucky sometimes. For me and this one right here, I was able to get myself a legendary blue lightsaber, which isn't the same as what we originally had, as again, these are legendary, 8 stars, significantly better than the other ones that we have, and they also give you force powers. On the Odyssey Wiki website, I already have every single one of these built in for you so you can see exactly what you're going to receive each time that you make one. When it comes to the blue lightsaber, you're going to be able to block incoming strikes and fight back with devastating counterattacks. The white lightsaber is going to allow you to block enemy attacks and retort with a secondary piercing strike. The red lightsaber is going to take from stamina, but it is going to give you different combos. The purple lightsaber is going to knock back crowds of enemies with a secondary disperse attack. The green lightsaber is going to use acrobatic aerial combos and unmatched mobility. And finally, the yellow lightsaber is going to allow you to knock enemies into the air with a secondary spinning leap attack used on the ground or mid-air. Now let's talk about the brand new hover vehicle and the hover bricks. I haven't messed around with the hover bricks too much just yet, but what from I can gather is that we're going to need channels that are going to activate and deactivate this, which means that you're going to need switches or a steering wheel while you're using them. When it comes to the vehicle, you just have one in the front and the back so that it completely balances it. I imagine if you tried to make a custom build and you only put one of these bricks on the back, the front would be lopsided and pointing down. You could activate and deactivate these on your hovering vehicle to go directly on the ground or to lift yourself up. I'm not too sure where that's going to be useful unless maybe you make yourself a water build or a boat out of these. There's probably a lot of unique things that you guys are going to get creative with, so let me know down in the comment section what you plan to do with these brand new bricks. This is the best place to find everything you need to know about Lego Fortnite Odyssey, but it gets better. I have a built-in build calculator, so you know every material that you need before starting a new village, build, or just a way to track what you need. No more debating which weapon is the best. Use my compare feature to see which weapon you need to be using in Lego Fortnite Odyssey to do the most damage, be the most durable, do the most knockback, or have the fastest speed. It covers every free build that's in the game as well, with how to unlock them, and is even fully updated with all the brand new Star Wars updates. Tired of having your posts removed by the awful moderators on Reddit? Check out our community forum where you could showcase your builds, videos, and chat without having power-hungry mods stop you. And the biggest feature? My live builder. Almost ready for release, you'll be able to build on my website before building in game, giving yourself organized instructions and tracking how many materials you're using so you can build effortlessly in game. But it gets better. Ever see a build that you want to copy but don't know the instructions or materials needed? You'll be able to post and share the builds you make on the website to send to friends, and they can copy directly from your instructions. Go to odysseywiki.com, create an account, and enjoy this website completely free.
It means no